What's up, boys? Today we're going to be checking out the first major update for Undead Onslaught, a promising, fairly new bullet heaven. So today we're going to be trying out the fire guy, I think. His ultimate summons souls to deal massive fire damage and applies burning. The dash will also burn enemies, it looks like, and then his starting skill, Reaper of Burning Torment, a mighty scythe that deals fire, adding extra stacks of burning to enemies that already have it. Then he has a bunch of unique skills, but we'll look at those if I get them in the game. I don't think I have any talents unlocked for him yet, so we'll have to do a run to actually unlock some of those. Selected relic, is that new? Dark damage increases crit chance and damage of all types? I guess I have that. Okay, sick. So the update, they've added new bosses, and then bosses have new mechanics as well, so they'll be a bit more difficult. So let me turn the music down a bit if I can. It's cool, but it's a bit loud for what settings I have. So they've got a little scythe. They've also added some challenge altars and quests to all of the maps, I think. So there will be a lot more to do inside of them. My range is a little bit short right now, so I'm going to be looking for some upgrades for that, I think, to improve the scythe a bit. What is the wood for? It's marked on the map or something, I don't know, I just got a little red fire looking thing from it. So we have a potion with 2 charges that we can use to heal if I take some damage. Kind of just trying to find the challenge altars thing so I can try out the new content they added. Why is a grave marked on the map? I'm not sure what all those red dots are for. Okay, here's our first level. Storm Whip, shock damage. Dealing shock damage. Icicles that deal frost. Each time damage is taken, 10% chance to activate the effect an additional time. Passively increases armor. Summon souls to deal massive fire damage, applying burning. Oh, I already have that. That's my ultimate. Let me see if I can find some fire-based stuff, honestly. Dark damage within a radius, health and health regen. Reaper of Burning Torment gains some damage. Prism increases power, regen, attack speed, experience for each different elemental skill type you possess. That sounds pretty sick if we can get all the elements for that, sure. I think right now that won't do a whole lot since I only have fire. So I'll be looking to get, I guess, Dark, Shock, Frost, and whatever other elements there are. Then we can get a lot of passive bonuses from that. Oh, I wonder if the swords on the minimap are something new. The challenge altar, maybe? I'll head up there, see if I can actually get to them. Seems like they're just staying the same distance away. I feel like I'm not really gaining any XP. Maybe I should try and get some extra area on the scythe first. Oh yeah, the crystals. There's a passive based on how many of the crystals you've destroyed, and then you can also sell these for gold, which can then allow you to upgrade some other stuff. So we've got a boss with a charge now. That's going to be a bit annoying for a melee-based character. See if we can get some damage and burn in while that's on cooldown. Oh, my ultimate's ready. I can pop that once he's close. Okay, it hits the entire screen, I guess. Let's see, we can level up the prism. Stream of fire in front of him, dealing fire. Prioritizes burning enemies and deals bonus to them. Oh yeah, that's the gym thing I was just talking about. Increase potion amount, cooldown, and potion healing. I kind of want to grab another attack, and that's a unique, so special to this guy, I think. Okay, that's a pretty small breath. We're still basically melee, I think. Did get a bit over a third of his health during that ultimate, so maybe we can finish him off now with a breath. Let me see if I can snipe some of these. Okay, that didn't really do a whole lot. Doesn't seem like they're even dropping XP for me. Okay, Reaper damage, Fireball. Probably want to go for some other elements now. Deal shock damage, stuns. Okay, that's probably pretty helpful. So what do we gain off of that? Okay, it gives a little bit of everything, it looks like, and it tells you we currently have 2 different types. Oh, the scythe thing is actually under class abilities. So we have 6 full slots for the different weapons now, okay. Oh, he's got another attack now. Okay, the breath actually is pretty good if I can get close enough that all of them hit him. Probably finish him in like 1 or 2 more fire breaths. Okay, there we go. I don't know what this is. Oh, we got a free level on the Prism passive, it looks like. Doubled all the stats on it, not bad. If we can get a few more elements going. Let me kill a bunch of these, try and get some levels here. Dashing out burns enemies untouched. I think that's... Oh, I can't open the skill page from here. Distant travel activates blast, which targets both sides, dealing frost, also slowing speed. Passively increases movement speed. That sounds kind of nice. And I'm curious if this counts as a frost thing for the prism. So I think I will grab that. We are at 3 types, okay. And we'll have passive movement speed. Oh, you can see a little bit about that. More enemies you slay, the tougher they become? Oh! That must be the Onslaught mechanic I saw mentioned somewhere. I didn't notice that before. Can I see anything about that sword icon? No. So we've got some tiny little frost blasts coming out once I move a certain distance now, but we're also faster. Oh, we're finally here. Looks like it spawned a bunch of little spear-wielding knights. I really need some more range on my attacks. Let's just ult them. Crit damage 20% for all abilities, dash burns enemies, totem of storms. Stationary totem with bolts of lightning, but we already have a shock skill, so I don't have to take that. We can grab a dark skill here. Area around me, probably going to be pretty short range as well. Yeah, it seems pretty, well, the graphic on me is small, I can't tell how far it's actually hitting right now. We have dark, increase armor, and reflects a bit of damage. Fiery orb of concentrated souls dealing fire, moves slowly and applies burning. I do have burning, but that sounds cool and it's unique, so I'm doing it. So we're up to 4 different types, and I probably want to take a physical thing for the last slot. I saw something for that, but we do have some decent stats, and we have some kind of cool unique fire skills as well to this guy. Reaper gains damage, crit chance, or crit multi. 1.5 to 2.5? Isn't that terrible? I mean, I'll try it because it's rare, but that doesn't seem very good. Reduce the cooldown of the ultimate each time it's used, provide a buff to the most common damage type. Okay, that sounds kind of cool. Hatred, damage and cooldown. Rain of fire, we have plenty of fire stuff. I guess we'll try the ultimate and then I'll spam it on cooldown to get some permanent fire damage. I love my greedy permanent stat stacking stuff. Although I did just use my ultimate before we got that. Ice spikes, we have ice, potion, dash burns, crit chance and damage of fire attacks and abilities. So that'll work on 2 abilities plus my ultimate, I think. It's not bad. That's actually pretty good as well. I think I'm gonna go for the fire stats. So we have 3 passives now, we still need a physical weapon, and then a bunch of class abilities, I guess. got another sword thing on the map to head for now. Oh yeah, I think there was a passive that gave you permanent stats based on how far you move as well. That would go nicely with the ice boots that I got. We can find that at some point. So here we are, a bunch more Spear Knights. The ultimate's not quite up yet, but I'll probably try and get that off when I can. Ultimate's level, that does lower the cooldown, which would give me more stats. Prism, fire and burning damage is increased, additionally increases health and regen depending on the rank of this passive skill. That sounds pretty nice. Trader's Dagger deals physical with increased crit chance and crit damage. And it's rare. I think I'm going to go ahead and lock that in so that we have another type of element. And now we have 5 types. If you have all 5 elemental types, also increases amount. So we should have that then, which I think adds extra projectiles to stuff, right? I think that's what amount is. Okay, another 7% for the ultimate, and then we can probably blast all these. Potion, frost damage, nope. Fire stats. I think I'm gonna take the ultimate cooldown so we can stack that up faster. Okay, we got another weapon upgrade, it looks like. Epic for a lot of damage on that, sure. And then, can I see my damage for the ultimate thing? Where did I have that? It was a passive, right? Oh, it's on there. Fire damage 2% and 5% crit damage, it looks like. But that'll add up as we cast it more and more. So we have the village hero chart. Actually, he's shooting something at me. I just wasted my ultimate. But I'll have 2% more fire damage against him now. Increases power, improving all damage and the potency. Dark damage, fire and burning, health and health regen. We can get extra ult cooldown, which would be very nice, but I think I want to lock in this fire plus survivability passive. It sounds pretty helpful since I am mainly fire damage with 2 skills plus my ultimate on that, even though we're kind of into the multi-element as well for the massive passive stats. I think this guy is going to be kind of an issue for my mostly melee build right now, though. We do have a few fire orbs going out, but he's still at full HP. Let's see, dark damage, hatred of eons. Attack speed reduces cooldown, excluding the ultimate and dash and healing potion. It's not bad though, and it is epic. Yeah, sure. So I think we're getting pretty heavy on the passives now. 1 slot left. I guess we're probably waiting for the ultimate on this guy. There's too many melee mobs blocking him right now. Health, regen, and max health. Dash burns enemies. Armor. I think I'm going to take the Hellbreath level, see what else we can get for the passive. Armor and damage reflect would be pretty good, but there might be something more interesting. Ultimate's almost back up, and then we can probably get some good damage on this guy. Dash burns, crit chance and damage, a physical, nope. We can take a level on the ice boots. Doesn't improve the movement speed though, which is one of the main reasons I took that. I think this has its own separate slot in the class skills, so I could grab that. and see how good it is. See if we dash over him. Dark, Ice Blast, Pentagram, gets a lot of area. Decent amount of attack speed. I think I'm gonna take that to improve my area a bit. This boss definitely doesn't seem great as a melee though. Crit chance, attack speed, Storm Whip gains a bit of damage. Jeweler's Folly to gain a bunch of different passive stats as you harvest gems. Yeah, that sounds pretty nice. Kind of just trying to keep the burn on him with my dash now. There's just so many melee. I think I'm gonna start moving to the next area and maybe just wait for the ultimate. This guy is pretty hard for me to hit. And then maybe we can find some gems on the way to start ramping up that Jeweler's passive. Oh, I didn't notice I was going that far, oops. We can get double duration on the ultimate, as well as reduce the cooldown. That looks pretty good. That's also great. A lot of passive stats since we have all the elements. Let's go ahead and double the duration on that since it's my main damage against the range bosses right now, I think. And then let's go ahead and pop that and finish this guy off because he is really annoying. Chalice of Blood leveled up, reducing my ultimate cooldown. We can finish the gems here for a bit of passive stats and then sell those for gold later on. What is Sin of Betrayal? Is that the song, or is that something to do with the passive thing? Man, it feels like the sword objectives are really far away sometimes. Well, we almost have the ultimate back up for them at least. Oh, I should be maximizing all the gems I get whenever I see them. Can I burn them with the dash? I can't really tell. Fire stats, Pentagram just gains a bit of damage there, attack speed. Let's go for the global attack speed, I think. Help me out with harvesting these gems a bit. Fire Monk. Oh. Tried to boom me there. Get the ultimate up so we can get some nice burn damage on him. I'm not really in love with the Fire Breath attack. The damage is very nice, but it is incredibly short range on a character that's already very short range, it feels like. The Fire Orb could be good as I get a lot of attack speed for it. And we can reduce the cooldown a decent amount there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna grab that, since that's some of my only range right now. See if we can get in here for a bit of damage as he's casting that. Got a level on the Reaper weapon. Burn multiplier max 3. How's the damage from that? Plus 8% fire damage and 20% crit damage? So we're up to 28% fire damage. And I think that probably works on the ultimate as well. Get a few more red gems. Man, these objectives are so far away. They could definitely be a bit closer, it feels like. Oh, here we go, the spear guys. Pop the ultimate, start burning them. We can get an epic crit multiplier. Honestly, size sounds the most useful, but I'm gonna take the epic. So can we see all the stuff on that? You can see the total stats, but not like the modifiers for it. Yeah, 2.5% crit chance, that seems kind of weird. Since we had a decent rarity upgrade for that. You can get the ultimate cooldown a bit lower. Longer burn duration and a big size multi, and that seems like one of my better attacks, so I think I'm going to take that one. Big size multi for my fireballs. Oh, there's an exclamation mark. That must be the quest thing, I guess. Accept the challenge? That is a lot of enemies. So we need to survive 60 seconds while being attacked by 2 times as many enemies. Okay. I see. Another 40 seconds left. My ultimate's almost here, and that'll be a big help. We can get extra burn and damage. I can lower my ultimate cooldown a bit. Sure. Since I will definitely need that here for the 2 times as many enemies. This might have been a pretty rough wave to activate that on. We can get an extra 10 seconds of duration and cooldown reduction for the ultimate. That looks pretty strong. Burn duration, burn tick. Yup, ultimate it is, I guess. Max that out. We have 15 seconds left of double enemies still. That's going to be pretty rough now. Try and stay where my balls are, since those should have pretty good damage in area now. 1 second. Completed. Oh, it looks like it dropped something near the statue. Oh yeah, we got one of those scroll things. Still a lot of freaking enemies. Crit chance by 2%. I mean, it's epic. It doesn't seem great. I don't think there should be 2 of the exact same stat. That's just wasted. Kind of weird. Let's see. Jeweler's passive stats, burn, max, and damage. I think I'm gonna take the Reaper, and hopefully we can get some extra size or cooldown reduction for that at higher levels. That'd be a bit more useful. I think I'm waiting on my ultimate to help out with the boss now since we have that maxed out, so that I can stack it up a bit faster. It's almost back up and it lasts like 30 seconds now. Here we go. Definitely keeps the trash mobs off of me at least. It's already... Oh, that's how long it has left. Okay, you can see it has 10 seconds left. I was gonna say it's almost back up, but no, that's the timer for it. So we got 3 levels here. Okay. Bit of damage, passive stats and region. And then Prism is fantastic since I have all the elements for that. A lot of passive stats there. Damage cooldown, damage hit interval. That sounds decent. Fire damage, HP, and region. That's the dash, which doesn't feel that useful. Let's go for the hit interval improvement, I think. Okay, we got a magnet. We can get more ultimate cooldown. Ooh, 2 amounts. I'm doing the ultimate, it's so good. Dagger, hatred. We can get size multiplier, but I think doubling this and improving the damage on top of it is quite good for my only real ranged attack right now, other than the ultimates. That's a lot of stats. Yeah, we'll take the prism level. We can max out the prism. Probably a good idea. Alright, on to the next extremely far sword icon. Fire stats, jewelers. Let's take the attack speed, I think. More fireballs. We can get a bit of damage on that, not super impressive. That gets a decent area multiplier, sure. Jewelers is pretty good. Let me see if I can see the stats on that currently. Bit of region and power. We need to find some more gems for that. I think the prism has some pretty nice stats though. 2.5 region, 30% power, a lot of attack speed and XP, and the +1 skill amount. Here's some green gems for the jewelers. Get the size multi on that. Sure. Oh, the fire breath is actually casting multiple times in succession now. Looks like we almost have a boss soon, or an elite of some kind. So I guess we'll save the ultimate a little bit for that. Or wait, what am I on for the wave right now? Not sure. Jewelers, attack speed. Yeah, let's go for the attack speed, I think. Alright, I guess we're just ulting to get all of these out of the way so I can get my rocks. Bit of damage. Let's go attack speed, I think. It should be a ton of attack speed now. 172.5%. Oh, we have a magnet up here, I think. If I can pick it up, there we go. We can get some nice cooldown for the scythe. Sure. Jewelers, pentagram gets a bit of damage. Let's take the fire damage and survivability, I think. Another fire passive. That just gets a bit of damage. I'm gonna take the fire passive, I think. We can get a legendary damage increase for the Reaper. Burn duration, double the amounts. Sure. So we should have 3 Hell Breaths in a row now, and it looks like you can alternate the sides you're attacking with it if you change the aiming. That is a very beefy knight right in the middle over there. Alright, another ultimate, some more passive fire damage. How are we doing over there now? 53% with some extra crit chance and damage as well. The High Priest, the Old Monarch. Oh, that guy's got a pretty fast cone attack actually. Need to be a bit careful of that one. But we blasted that one, now there's only one left. We can get our levels here. Bit of damage for pentagram. And a skull, whatever that does. Dash, volley. Let's take the passive stats here, I think. And then I'm guessing this guy will be a lot easier now by himself. Does have a massive AoE though. I guess we'll just have to hit him with our balls from long range. Or wait for the ultimate to come back up. Yeah, I guess I'll just hunt some rocks and then wait for the ultimate, and then he should be pretty easy. The ultimate is pretty good with all the investment I put into it. Alright, here we go. That should get some good AoE damage on him. We get a level in Storm Whip. See how the Jewelers is doing. 27 health, 0.09 regen, and 3.9 power. So all the green ones I'm collecting are probably the health. It seems like the different biomes on the map have certain types of gems, so if you really want a certain stat, you can try and stick to that area, I think. I'm kind of just going around to the sword objectives, seeing all the new stuff. Get some health and fire damage there, or Jewelers. That's probably decent now. Oh, here's the sword thing. Might need to wait for my ultimate for this again. But we can throw the balls from long range to weaken them a bit. Another 10% for the ultimates. Now it should be pretty easy. Those guys are super tanky though, wow. That just gained some crit multi. Stun duration? Let's take the hatred level, and then that's not the max, so it might have something more useful on the next level. Like area or amount or something. We can get some flat damage, plus 4 to 5. Honestly, I think I'm gonna make the area bigger. That's my biggest complaint about this guy, is he's such short range, it feels like. Great Pure Gold Hog Swim? Beastie came out while the ultimate was up and now he's almost dead. Okay. That was pretty easy. Ice Blast level, cooldown and damage. We got a magnet ready here. Okay, 3 to 2 second cooldown. That's a pretty big improvement, not bad. I'll definitely take that for the balls. Jewelers, sure. We can max that out to get our maximum passive stats. We can get a bit more health and fire damage, or faster hitting on the pentagram. Let's go that to improve our AoE a bit. Pentagram gets a decent area multi, and we can max that out. Let's grab the big area multi on that, 50% increase, okay. Should be pretty helpful since it does seem to be one of my highest damage attacks. I'm gonna go ahead and max out the fire health passive, I think. Get that one finished off. We can get some burn duration and +1 amount on the fireball, yep. Feels like I'm kind of leveling extremely fast here. Let's get the passive fire stats. But I guess that was a magnet when I've been traveling for a pretty long time. It's a lot of XP left behind on the ground. So it looks like I gained 3 HP from a single gold gem, or a green gem, I mean. You can sell them for gold and then they're a gold gem. So we have the king now. Let's go ahead and pop the ultimates. Try and dash out of that. Seems like it was pretty fast. Hellbreath gets a bit of damage. I guess since it is fire. If we can get a good breath attack here, he should be dead. Yeah, there we go. Level on the Cinder Soul, fire crit chance and damage. Oh, there's a magnet down here somewhere. That'll probably bring most of our stuff close to max now. We can get some more fire stats. Hatred gains some size multi. Yup. Hellbreath gains burn duration and a nice cooldown reduction. I am fine with that. Oh, we have a quest over to the bottom left after we do this sword icon. Might need the ultimate for this in a few seconds. rare size multi, yup. Hell Breath up to 7, sure. Oh, +3 amount on it now. I guess we're accepting the challenge. Survive 60 seconds with half movement speed. Man, I am slow right now. And the ultimate just ran out, so I hope I'm strong enough. The extra size and massive damage on the scythe is certainly helpful now. Fire stats, Hell Breath can get a big area multi, yup. Alright, that's a lot better now at double the size and some extra casts on it. Another 20 seconds. Then I guess we go for the other quest here, although I think we're getting close to the end of the run. So it might be better not to do that then, actually. It's probably either 25 or 30 minutes. And we're at 25 now. Get a bit more size multi, seems like the most useful. Let's go for the area multi on the Storm Whip, I think. Actually, passive movement speed, that's pretty helpful, since I'm so short range. Okay, it must be 30 minutes then. I guess we'll grab the magnet here and then go for the other quest. There are a lot of enemies right now though, wow. Passive fire stats is probably the best. I guess probably take that in case we can increase the movement speed at higher levels again. Yeah, there we go, movement speed, yup. Survive 90 seconds while enemies receive 30% damage reduction. 90 seconds, wow. That's gonna take a while. Probably use my ultimate towards the end to help finish it off. Oh god, we have a boss during this as well. That is a lot of projectiles. Go ahead and pop the ultimate. It's gonna need all the help I can get. I guess we'll level that again to try and get more movement speed later. Getting kind of hard to tell what's going on. We have 20 seconds left on the quest. Yeah, these bosses feel pretty unfriendly for a melee character. Maybe it's just this guy. I know the Berserker character has something that prevents him from dying, and then he heals up after it, so maybe it's not as much of an issue for him. We can grab some movement speed, and that does help a bit. Crit multi-damage. The crit chance is so low, I don't see that really helping much. It's like 5% or something even after the rare crit chance increase. Those fireballs also travel much further than the graphic shows, wow. We can pop the ultimate to help out a bit. And he doesn't have the damage reduction anymore, at least. Let me pop a potion, I think. Ow. Those fireballs go so far. Oh boy, we have 4 bosses. I don't know what I'm gonna do against this. Probably run around and just hope the burn stacks do work. I'm just gonna focus on avoiding as much as I can, which might not be enough. Nope, we can slowly wear them down. Well, we're getting a few gem stacks as I'm traveling around as well. The ultimate's almost back up. That'll be some good AoE damage. Here we go. Just focusing on dodging as much as possible. And maybe we can slowly burn them. Thankfully, I have pretty good HP and regen, so we can hopefully take a few hits. One of them's almost dead. Okay, it looks like we got one of them. That'll make it slightly easier. Those fireballs just go so much further than the graphic shows. We almost have— oh, that's the end of the run god, right? I was gonna say my ultimate's almost back up and we could get some decent damage on them again. In the end, even the mightiest fall before the righteous. Let this serve as a reminder. True power is wielded with wisdom and humility. So we did make it to the end, but there were still 3 bosses that we couldn't quite get to. They were kind of hard for me to damage with the very short range build. And the hatred was of course the best damage since that was my longest range. And also fire damage. Then Hell Breath. Kind of short range, but also fire. Kind of hard to hit with the other stuff though, and then Trader's Dagger was just very low level. We never got around to getting the points into that. Furious Hellheart. Okay, new character. Oh yeah, we didn't even have any of the talents unlocked for this guy. Curse of the Black Flame, new weapon. New relic. New object in the world, cursed statues. So it looks like the same passive stats here. We got this guy. He looks to be dark damage based. Summon every single imp currently available in hell to attack everyone. They will jump at nearby enemies to explode at the end. Teleports, leaving a trail of fire that damages enemies you pass through. Starts with Summon Imp. Okay, cool, a summoner. Fiery bolts of hell into nearby enemies, dealing dark damage. Multiple can be active at once. His unique skills increase dark damage, also affects summoned minions. And giving yourself armor. A mighty demon to annihilate your foes with his fiery weapon. Why does his fiery weapon deal dark damage? What? That's kind of strange. Maybe it's dark flames or something. Flying demonic beings that Shoot energy beams at target position, dealing dark damage. Oh yeah, let's see what talents he can grab now. Your basic attack now also throws demonic projections of itself at enemies. Yeah, that would have been useful. Your weapons extra burning stacks are increased to 300%. Every hit applies burn and extra burning stack on enemies. Now wield 2 Reapers at the same time. Oh, I might not have enough skulls. I have 1 collected, but you need 5. Wow, that seems rough. The range thing would have been pretty helpful there. Regular axe turns into Axe of Hate. What is Axe of Hate? I didn't see that. Is that one of these? No? Not sure. Hatred of Eons will have smaller fiery orbs orbiting it. Okay, that would have been extremely good there. Hatred of Eons will spawn fireballs into nearby enemies. Spawn fireballs will be upgraded through 1 Hell Nova level up? I am not sure what that means, but it probably would have been useful. And it seems like they still plan to add more talents in future updates, so that will be pretty cool. We got a new relic, right? Fickle Soul Flame. Increased fire damage, any attack has a chance to cause burning. Or Black Flame. Black Flame deals 3 times damage to normal enemies, but bosses take 3 times less. Less damage to himself from the Black Flame? Not sure? The aura of a voodoo doll only casts a heavy curse? What? I don't know exactly what that means. But we have a dark summoner, so I can try that out with him at some point. That should be pretty cool. Don't have any skulls collected on him, so I can't really mess around with that stuff yet either. But we can sell off all the gems we collected, get a bit more gold and meta progression here. Looks like they added quite a bit of stuff for the first update though. And if they keep adding a lot of content like that, then I'm going to be looking forward to this game as it progresses through the early access and becomes a pretty cool game. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.